Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. My favorite makeup today is actually this guy. This is the Huda Beauty Summer Highlighting Palette. I just pulled this into my project pan because it's got my sticker on it to show that. And I had forgotten just how pretty this is. So I'm trying to pan Saint-Tropez. That's the cream highlighter because I don't like to have cream highlighter products stay in my collection too long because I don't want them to get gross. But I've been also topping it with some of the other ones. So like today I have Saint-Tropez upon and I have Malibu on top of it. And I just really like the glow I'm getting today. I think it's very pretty. So I'm enjoying this highlighter palette a lot. I'm glad I pulled it in because I bought it over the summer. I wore it a couple times and I've kind of been neglecting it. So I'm glad to bring this in. And now on to the video. So today's video is going to be my holiday haul. So that's all the products that I picked up over the holidays. Either somebody gave them to me or I went shopping with my mom. And then there were a couple of things I picked up myself based on some recommendations that I got from some people, or because stuff was super duper on sale. I definitely gave in a little bit to that Sephora sale, but I sort of kept it in check. So let's get started. So first up, we're going to go with some things that I received as a gift. So my sister-in-law is actually a Mary Kay consultant, so she gave me a number of things. She gave me the Mary Kay oil-free eye makeup remover. I think I've tried this one once before, but I really have no recollection of how well it did. However, I'm going to do a battle of all the eye makeup removers that I've got because I'm having the worst time getting my mascara off lately. So I picked up a couple of products. I even found some stuff in my collection. Like I forgot that I had my cellar water in my collection, and when I pulled it out, I realized there was also a bottle of eye makeup remover that I didn't know was there. So I'm gonna put this with that and I'll test it out and see if it's actually any good. She also gave me the eye primer. I have no idea if this is any good. I've never tried this before. If you've got any experience with this, please let me know. I'd love to hear how it works. I'm hesitant to open any more eye primers at the moment, but you know, I feel like I need to use this stuff because otherwise it's just going to waste. And she also got me the Lash Intensity Mascara. So this guy I'm actually going to open up because I'm going to put this in the rotation very soon. And that's because frankly, the bottle on this is so large that it doesn't fit in my storage container with all of the unopened mascara. So I either need to start using it or it's just gonna sit on top of my desk. So I've decided I'm opening this, I'm going to use it today, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna do an eye look a little bit later on in this video, so we'll hold that until then. I also did some shopping with my mom and she gave me some samples she'd received. So this is from Lilah B. I've never heard of this brand, I don't think, but what this is a Divine Duo Lip and Cheek. It's got three colors. It has Be Real, Be Fearless, and Be Sassy. And so the top one's sort of like a peachy color, then there's a red, and then there's a pink. I'm going to put this into my sample bowl and try to use this up this month because I'd love to see how these work. Apparently you can use these on lips and cheek. I don't know anything about this either, so you know, this is a mystery. Surprise! And it wouldn't be the holidays for me if I didn't hit up Sephora with my mom, so we went in to pick out some stuff and take a look at the sale things. We're actually doing dueling eye products. So I picked up the Dr. Brandt No More Baggage Eye Depuffing Gel, and she's trying out the new Sunday Riley Autocorrect. We're going to see which one of us likes which one better, and we'll report back. We're both currently using the Sunday Riley Good Genes and Luna Oil, but with the price point on the Autocorrect, I figured we'd let one of us try that one, and I'm going to try this one. Visibly reduces the look of under eye bags and dark circles. These are both things that I tend to get, although my dark circles have been doing a lot better lately, but I still have a bit of the bags under my eyes because I'm not sleeping as well as I should. So I'm looking forward to trying this out. I'm trying to figure out where exactly to use it in conjunction with my Sunday Riley stuff, which so far I do like. Boy, does it smell weird. So I don't think this smelled funny. I tried this in the store just to see what it smelled like and I didn't notice anything, so I'm hoping for that anyway. We also decided to split a Lancome mascara set. So I ended up with the Monsieur Big Mascara as well as the Cils Booster XL because I think the other two mascaras that were in it were like Hypnos Drama and Definicils, and I have both of those right now unopened, so I handed those off to her. There was another product in there which I can't remember, but she also got that one. So I'm looking forward to trying these. And when we did that, we also ended up with a free sample of the Energie de Vie, the Illuminating and Anti-Fatigue Cooling Eye Gel. So I have another eye product to add into my arsenal, so we'll see how that goes. We also picked up this when we were in the Lancome section. That's how we noticed the mascara set. So this is the Glow For It palette. I think I talked about this on another video. It's a highlighting palette. It is still on sale, I think, on the Sephora website. The packaging is a little weird. It's sort of like a very lightweight cardboard. Like, it doesn't feel super sturdy. It's not as fancy as I would have expected from Lancome, but it's also not terribly expensive. I think this is under $30 right now. This is 02 Rose Twinkle. The shades in these are actually very pretty, but they're also a lot more pigmented than I would have expected, frankly, from Lancome. I'm not particularly familiar with any of their highlighting products. So I really do like the shades on these. Like, the pigment's really there, and they're very shimmery. They sort of have a very soft, buttery, slightly oily texture. They almost look wet on the skin and in the pan. Another time I was in Sephora, they were putting it on me and my friend, which is why I was showing it to my mom, because I thought maybe she'd like it because it was sort of natural looking. It really blended out very nicely on the skin, but my mom was not interested, but she did pick one up for me. So thanks, Mom. And she's been watching my videos, so she also picked me up this Hourglass Vanish Seamless Stick Foundation. This is in the shade Shell, so I'm looking forward to using the full size. I've been using a bunch of samples, so I haven't tried the full size yet, but I am very excited to use it. So far, I really enjoyed it on my skin. I found it pretty easy to work with. It's not a foundation like for stage stuff. It's definitely a lighter weight, but it really made my skin look really lovely, so I'm excited about this. And the last thing we picked up was this is the Nails Inc Dirty Unicorns nail polish. It's sort of like a bluish purple glitter. This one's called The Main Attraction. I'm very excited about these. I didn't realize they were going to be in stores. I kind of wanted to buy one online on the Sephora website, but whenever you buy nail polish online, the shipping has a restriction and it takes longer. It's the same thing if you buy anything in an aerosol can. So sometimes I'll put stuff in my cart and then be like, I just don't want to deal with it, and I take it back out. But they had it in stores, so I picked one up. I already know that I like this nail polish, especially their glitter formula. I'm not that big of a fan of their regular ones, but I'm looking forward to putting this on my toes today because I'm snowed in the house and I couldn't film exactly what I intended to because it snowed. At least my packages came. And we also got samples, which sometimes I get samples in the store in Sephora and sometimes I don't, but she gave us the Dior Hydra Life. So this is the Fresh Hydration Sorbet Cream with mallow and heberly. I don't know what that is, but I'm excited to try it. So it's a face cream, and also we got the Algenist Complete Eye Renewal Balm. It was funny because we were actually looking at this, that we thought maybe we'd pick up this one for our eye product, but we ultimately went with the Dr. Brandt. But if the Dr. Brandt's not working, I might try this one out next. I also may have a sample of this in my sample selection in my skincare. I should probably go check, but I like to get new samples. I'm gonna make sure I put this into the rotation too. So this next thing was my present to myself for the holidays. I didn't ask anybody to get it for me. It was something I had been eyeing for months, but I hadn't decided to take the plunge. I don't know if it will go on sale. It probably won't. Even if it does go on sale, I'm not gonna get mad about it. And that's this. This is from Hourglass. This is the Ambient Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. I just think that it looks so pretty on the skin. I have admired it on other YouTubers when they're talking about it. It's also got this beautiful foil finish. There's 3 different shades in this. Just swatch those for you. They just look so blinding. I really love a beautiful blinding highlighter, and so I was really excited to try these. The regular ambient lighting powders, I thought those looked nice, but frankly, I don't like to look natural when I'm wearing a highlighter. I want to look intense. And I have a natural highlight if that's what I'm going for. Then I have a Kevyn Aucoin Candlelight one. That I think works very nicely for me to be a natural highlight where it doesn't look I've done like anything artificial to my face. But most of the time, that's not what I want. I want my highlighter to be obvious. I like highlighter, I like sparkly things, so I picked this up and I'm really excited to try it out. And while I was in the stores, I picked up this guy. This is a extra sample of the Good Genes lactic acid treatment. This was a 100-point perk, and since I had plenty of points at this point, I figured I would use them up. Points at this point? So during the Sephora sale on sale that just happened, that ended on like the first of the year, so everything that was on sale was suddenly an extra 20% off. So I picked up a couple of things. My package finally arrived after like a week. Hooray for 2-day flash shipping. But this is what I ended up getting. So these are from Becca, and like every other Becca product, this has like a 6-word name to it. So this is the Liquid Crystal Lip Topper Glow Gloss, and I got Amethyst times Geode and Opal times Jade. So those are the 2 that I picked up, and these are the shades I picked out. I wasn't gonna get these. I had just picked up a bunch of the Milani Stellar Lights holographic lip glosses, which I really like, so I wasn't gonna get these. Even though they were on sale, I think for like $11 a piece. When they want the extra 20% off, I did pick up 2 of them. And I picked up the 2 that I found were the most interesting colors, and those are frankly kind of my favorite of the highlighters too, because they're the most interesting and different of the lip glosses. So I'm excited to try these out. Did I need these? No. I have way too many lip products as it is right now, but I'm not sorry about it. They were inexpensive. I sort of equate it to when I try a random thing at the drugstore every once in a while. This is the same thing. It wasn't a huge cost investment, so I don't feel bad about it. And the last thing I picked up is this guy. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. I almost bought this palette when it came out in the first place. and then all of the reviews on YouTube were really very polarizing. Mostly bad, but there were some people who really liked this palette, and I've heard that it's really like a pressed pigment palette, but that sometimes the colors will change a little bit and you have to have a very light hand and don't like jam your brushes in there, which I don't really do anyway. So after enough time had passed, I was like, I might get it, I might not. I don't really need any more eyeshadow palettes right now. I have a ton of them, but then they discounted it. And then they had the double discount on top of this. So at that point it was like $26, and $26 for a 14 pan eyeshadow palette. I mean, frankly, there's NYX eyeshadow palettes that cost more than this. So, you know, why not? I should get it and try it out. I do think some of the colors are really cool. Some of the darker ones, I think the greens and the blues are a little harder to deal with, and that's fine if I don't end up using those. If I could get use out of half of the palette, I would be happy, because I don't use all of palettes I love a lot of the time. You end up picking the same couple colors and you love them all the time. So I am going to give this guy a try today. Now, I'm not a makeup artist. Anybody who's watched any of my makeup tutorials, they'll know that. But I love makeup a lot, and I have to do my own makeup a lot, so I've gained what skills can be done through repetition, and everything else you just sort of wing it, because that's how life is. So I think I'm going to do a look. I've seen a lot of looks done on this because I've watched a lot of videos on this, and I want to pick something fun. To be honest, this like Roxy shade, I was always wanting this one anyway because it looks a lot like, there's an orange shade in the Pastel Goth palette in Kat Von D, which I love. I use that in my crease all the time. I feel like I should go against all of my instincts and pick every color and not pick any of the colors I'm immediately drawn to. Alright, so I'm going to take this edge shade, and I'm going to take that in my crease. Oh, yes, this is powdery. Gentle, delicate tapping. That's a lot of product. Now, admittedly, I have the benefit of everybody else learning how not to work with this palette, so, you know. This could go very poorly if I just sort of jammed my brush in there, which I don't do that necessarily, but I probably would be going a little more ham on these if I didn't know better. That's a very cool shade. It's a lot more, it's got more of a green to it than I was expecting on my actual eye. My instinct says I want to go after Axis, but I'm not positive Axis is going to be the most beautiful shade on my eyes at the moment. I'm going to go with Untamed, because that seems like a very interesting color. I'm going to switch brushes for Untamed. So Untamed is this really neat green color here. I'm going to take this brush out. It's going to go to the brush graveyard where every brush that comes in an eyeshadow palette goes to die. That blended better than I expected it to, but there's a little bit of patchiness right here on the edge of my eye. Alright, I think I'll blend that out in a second. Let's do the other side. I'm actually kind of loving these shadows. They are a little, they're not actually, you know what, I would say that they were difficult, but they're not really. They are kind of powdery in the pan. That's the biggest thing I'm noticing, but in terms of being difficult, I have other shadows that perform exactly the same as this. These actually blended much better than some of my favorite eyeshadow does, so maybe I just don't know what good eyeshadow is. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of this Destiny shade, just sort of blend in my crease, sort of blend out with, blend those two together. Ooh, that's more pigmented than I expected too. Alright, you know what, I'm okay with this. You know what? I think that the YouTube controversy has definitely benefited me because I knew all of this stuff. I knew what not to do with this shadow, and so I'm fine with it. I think this shadow is performing fine for my purposes. And I really like these colors. I do want to try playing with some of those apparently very difficult to work with colors. I think I want to try to put a little bit of electric in the center of my eye. I'm going to treat it the way I treat my Desert Dusk palette, Sparklies. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. That's such a pretty shade. Oh, that's even prettier than when I swatched it in the store. I feel like I've been missing out. What does Cube look like? Cube is pink, right? Yeah, Cube's pink. This is probably overkill. I'm gonna put this in the corner of my eye. It's way pinker than I would have expected it to be. Oh man, electric is so pretty. Electric is so pretty. All right, I'm in. I'm totally in. Subculture, you've won me over. You have what I'm looking for. I'm just going to be really, really gentle with you, because I think if we're very gentle with each other, we'll be very good friends. So, hooray for that. And now let's give a try with this Lash Intensity Mascara from Mary Kay. This wand is intense. Like, there's a lot going on with this wand. It's sort of like very interestingly shaped. Smells like mascara. Okay, Mary Kay Mascara, I see what you're up to. I'm not gonna say I'm super duper in love at this moment, but on my top lashes, it looks fantastic. It's a little clumpy on the bottom, and I made a little bit of a mess, but let's try and fix that. I'll say those are some intense lashes, that's for sure. And just to finish this look out with too much sparkle, because that's how I roll, we're going to go with the Becca lip gloss. This was in the Opal times Jade. Ooh, that's a fun smell. This is what the applicator looks like. It's a little weird, but funky. Okay. Well, that goes on super smooth. It's not too sticky. I can feel the glitter in it a little bit, but I can feel that in the Milani too. I feel very shimmery today. It's a very sparkly, shimmery day, especially in this weather. I gotta do something to keep my spirits up. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been my holiday haul. I'll give you an update after I've used some of my products, so in a couple weeks I'll come back to it and let you know how things are going, if everything's working out, or if I've decided to let anything go. If you're enjoying the content you're getting on this channel, please subscribe. If you've got an idea for a video you'd like me to do, please post that in the comments below. I hope you're all having a wonderful, warm, and safe day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!